Okay, welcome you all to Root Institute. Most of you who already visited the center years ago, you will sense that it has expanded. The hall has expanded. How many of you have noticed that? Raise your hands, which means those who were here the last maybe few years, and those who are coming here for the first time, you have no clue that it's expanded. It's expanded huge and very auspicious, and it's a great joy for all of us. And first of all, Mr. Kabirji, who is the founding director of Root Institute here, who started from the inception of this institute, and then has been working for this center for all these many years. And we have Rajeshji, where is he? Rajeshji? Yes, and Rajeshji, who so courageously expanded this monastery, the hall, and at the advice of Kabirji, Rajeshji so courageously shared the idea that as many people should get an opportunity to learn the Dharma, and the students, the monastics, even the other people as well, non-students as well, who are interested to learn Dharma, can come to Root Institute, make this space be utilized for the growth in the spirituality and Dharma. So, Kabirji, thank you so much again for all your guidance. And while Rajeshji is amazing, extremely close to my heart, all these many years, and wholeheartedly working for this center here, and this is amazing. So at the moment we see that Root Institute, the Kabirji, initially he started, and then in between, then hand over to many other people, and again going through a little bit of problem, again Kabirji took over to make sure that it does not decline. And then the Rajeshji came into the picture to really make this prosper. So now it's expanding in activities. That's amazing. So I'm so glad that we are all here in this land of the Buddha Shakyamuni's full awakening and enlightenment. So did you notice that the caption on the road sign, we said, "Welcome to the land of enlightenment." We are all very extremely meritorious that we are together here. So with this in mind, first, let us make 3 prostrations to Buddha Shakyamuni, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and Lama Sopa who started, Lama Geshe, Lama Sopa who started this beautiful center for the benefit of how many people, innumerable beings, have benefited out of this center because of these 2 great enlightened masters. Blessed by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, that we are now reaping the benefit of this center. So we'll make prostrations to all of them and include all the enlightened masters from the Chinese tradition, Theravada tradition, Tibetan tradition, within Tibetan, Sakya, Kakyu, Nyingma, Gelu, all the masters. Let us prostrate to all of them. And when you make prostrations, don't think that you are just doing it yourself. Imagine that all the sentient beings are joining you, your parents. Even if you might have little complication with your parents, it doesn't matter. This is the time, what we are doing here. We're trying to, okay, those at the back, can you hear me? Those at the back, can you hear me? Raise hands. Those at the back, can you hear me? Good. So the idea is that think of all the beings who are connected with you, whether you like them or you don't like them, and if you don't like them, perhaps it's a problem of them or your own problem, we never know. So the point is that we are trying to learn how to transcend ordinary people's thinking. Or what is ordinary people? For small reasons, we end up into conflicts. This is ordinary. This is the ordinariness. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to overcome that, learning how to expand the circle of compassion by resorting to a very powerful reasoning, powerful cognitive reasoning of seeing each one of us as interdependent rather than as an independent entity. So with this mind, let's make three prostrations to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, yourself, and all demons and beings with you.
Okay, very auspicious sign. This is a friend from last time. Tin Shirunla, raise hand. Tin Shirunla, raise hand. Tin Shirunla's friend from Tushita. Very beneficial. Okay, so this is it travels with me. Thank you. Okay, Ravela. So basically what we have is that this book, The Blaze of Non-Dual Bodhisattvas, I hope that many of you already have your copies, and in fact, Tibet House, we already sent the 2 big boxes of these books that each one of you will get a copy of this. And this book is in the earlier days, for the last 2 or 3 years, I think, there's a couple from Singapore, Brother Alvin and Sister Christy, 2 of them, they offered this book for free to all the participants of the retreats. And then recently, what they supported, it finished. And last time, recently in Root Institute, how many of you were there? Root, not Deer Park. How many there for the Deer Park? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for Deer Park, we distributed this again for free from Tibet House. So when it comes from Tibet House, of course, mainly is the blessings of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and then the say 6 million Tibetans behind this, and a great support of Indian government. And Indian government support meaning 1 billion human beings. Their tax money from their part of it comes to Tibet House to run Tibet House. So in other words, with Tibet House we run on the basis of the incredible support of all the 1 billion Indians who pay their tax, and part of which from the government at Tibet House says they support it. So what I'm saying is that this book is coming to you. I'm not too sure if the box already arrived. We sent it already since the weeks ago, and we're expecting them to have arrived here. Seems like it is not. So it doesn't matter. Hope they'll arrive before we conclude the retreat. Okay, so the few things to proceed to inform you about is that there are a few things. From tomorrow, what we're going to do, this is the point. And keep in mind that setting proper motivation, that makes whole difference. Setting proper motivation makes whole difference. As such, that those of us who are more towards the end, if you feel little English, who listen to English, if you feel a little disturbed, then you can come on the other sides. Those at the back who listen to English, if you feel a little disturbed, there's a Russian translation happening at the back behind you. If you feel a little disturbed, you can move to other places. Those at the back listening to English translation in English. Okay, so what I'm saying is that so in the first place, this retreat is primarily designed to give a very comprehensive picture of the Buddha's teachings, even for beginners, and because that this is a very rigorous training, rigorous practice. We're all together here since early. From tomorrow we're going to get up at whatever you like, but show up here at 5:45, 5:45 in the morning. We all should be here, and from there then we continue. The morning session till 8 o'clock, from 5:45, 5:45 to 8 o'clock. We have the morning session, and for the first 2 days, a little bit of explanations will come to you here and there, and of course this time, in fact, there is the administrators, change of administrators, so because of which there's a little bit of lapse here and there, so bear with us. For example, like the timetable, all these things, I'm telling you, don't worry, this is how, the administrators, how they're working for us. This is just amazing, and we can't expect them. They just moved in, and that there are so many things to be done, so therefore we can't expect everything to be so perfect at the moment. So in our capacity, so let's try to be with the flow of this. So from morning 5:45 through to 8 morning session, which includes meditation, and then the first 2 days maybe more explanations, because that what we meditate, we need to know that, number one. Then after that is from 8 to 9 is the 8 to 9 is the breakfast, and then the 8 to 9 breakfast, because the people have to line in queue, so administrators will see how to make it easy. They will see how to make it easy. This one thing. Then from 9 through to evening will happen the way we are doing now. 9 will start. 9 through to 10:30 we have the class, proper class. now to 10:30. 10:30 to 11:30, tea break and group discussion. Let me repeat it. 10:30 to 11:30, tea break and group discussion. 11:30 to 12:30, second class, second session of the class. Then we sit till 12:30 to 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, then till 3 o'clock is lunch break. It's pretty long time, lunch break. Then from 3 to 4:30, the next class, session 3. Then 4:30 to 5:30, 1 hour tea break and group discussion. I don't need this. Then children ask, this is good enough. I don't need the big one. So last time in Tushita, this was there, and I was working. I thought that this is not working. This small one is not working, and then also the battery ran out. And then I thought, why should we keep it there? I need to put the books there. So I removed it. Instantly I feel the heat. Then I realized how effective this is. So it all travels with me now. Thank you. And to my amazement, I don't know whether it's true, to my amazement, 10 children from Russia. But she bought it from Delhi. And I didn't find it anywhere in Delhi. Okay. Just keeping that aside. Then the 3 to 4:30 is the session 3. 4:30 to 5:30 is tea break. Tea break, group discussion 2, number 2. Then 5:30 to 6:30 dinner. I'm not too sure. 5:30 to 6:30 is like your free time, or you can flow with the group discussion. But what I would suggest is that please, this is my request, particularly for those people who already attended the earlier retreats, wherever, here in Root Institute, through something, or Tushita Center, Diapa, wherever, I request, particularly people who attended the retreats earlier, please, don't teach other people how to go for chill out. Chill out, you know that? Okay, let's go for chill out, for lunch, for this, for that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Particularly those who attended the retreats, because you know when to slip. People who know the retreat schedule, you know what is a good time for you to slip and disappear. So particularly those of you who are from the early retreats, make sure that you don't take others, drag others. Let them feel the benefit of being in Root Institute here in Bodh, the land of enlightenment. This is so important. Don't disturb others. If you want to go, go. Don't take anybody else with you. And in the first place, you all came here with the Dhamma spirit. So make sure that you don't take anybody with you. Say it's just 10 days. 10 days is going to be very productive, extremely meaningful for us. And then the particular newcomers, let them feel the greatest of the benefit of being together here. Okay. And then say after dinner, with a gap of like half an hour, after dinner, with a gap of half an hour, there's going to be another group discussion. The third one. Third one is optional. Third one is optional, and third one will happen here in the main temple. So, all in all, there are 3 classes and 3 group discussions with 2 compulsory and 1, the last one, optional. This is one thing. Then the next thing is then let me go. This is timetable. Then the morning when we come here, we will make prostrations for 5 minutes. We'll make group prostrations to Buddhas, Bodhisattvas with our IT staff from Tibet House, Mr. Tensi Ravina, in his hand. Okay. and he is also extremely kind person. And any say the issues, problems, although he is not a staff here, but of course there are staff here. The new directors here, yes, new directors here, and he's just joined yesterday, I think. Yesterday, yes. Okay, we all new here. And but what I'm saying is that there are the volunteers here, the root staff here, and this Ravina is also here. Can be extremely beneficial, helpful to you. At the mornings, he will play the Bhutam Sharanam Gacchami, this mantra for about 5 minutes while we all make prostrations. And when we make prostrations, so this is more like an orientation course for us. And for making prostrations, how many of you are new to concept of prostrations? Raise hands. How many are new to the concept of prostrations? Very good. Okay, there are many of you there. So I like to quickly explain all these small details. And also I see that there are less number of people who are from the early retreats. So the 3 Venerables are here. And also we have the Venerable will be here just on and off. He has some other very important responsibilities. And then we have Carl and Lotus Lay here, and Hamale there, Hamale very senior, and Jigmala's there, and there are also the Russians. Many of them are from the early retreats. So we see many of them are here with us, and okay. So what I'm saying is that those of us who are really new to this whole the program or Buddhism, prostrations and so forth, what I would suggest is that you try to identify the seniors, for example, like the 3 Venerables are here, and Carl Hamale here. So try to identify them, and also we have here. Oh, I must introduce the Professor Roger Jackson here. Raise hand. Professor Roger Jackson, and you may think that there's somebody there. And Pamela there. Pamela's hand. We just identify them there from very many long time, many years of being Dharma, and really good in Dharma. And Professor Roger actually translated Pramana Vartika chapter 2, Geshe Religious Commentary into English. Professor Roger, yes. So, and we also invited Professor Roger to give a talk in Tibet House on rebirth. So very fortunate to have Professor Roger and Pamela and their friends Sue and David with us. So in other words, what we're saying is that there are many seniors. Take the greatest advantage of being in their presence and learn from them. If you have any questions, you learn from them. Some of the basic things I will cover in the class, but some of the other things which I may not cover, you make sure that you learn from the seniors. Okay, and we have my very dear friend Alexei there. Alexei Ray, yes. Alexei, maybe this is your 10th Bodhicitta retreat? 10th or 20th? Alexei, amazing. And then our Russian translator, Tenzhumla, the Russian people should know Tenzhumla, I know her since she was 19 years old. She was not toddler. She was a teenager. And now she is doing great service to the Buddha Dharma. This is amazing. Okay, so this is the morning of 5 minutes prostration. While we make prostration for the benefit of the newcomers here, what does it mean by prostration? This is the first question. Prostration is, okay, just we have to know the concepts and rituals. The rituals, don't worry too much. rituals, if you are not if you're not really familiar, you don't know the concept, and you're not too happy with this, you don't do. But if you know the concepts, you will see that these are amazingly beautiful. The concepts, and this on the basis of this is a personal growth, personal development. This is what is everything revolves around personal growth. So with this in mind, the first prostration. Prostration is expression of respect. Prostration in the first place. Prostration means Buddham Sharan Gacchami. We say and how we prostrate, I'll explain a little later. In the first place, prostration means a respect, expressing respect. Respect to whom? Respect to the enlightened ones. What do you mean by enlightened ones? Say those beings who already attained the states, attained the states which we aspire to attain. For example, we later we learn we aspire to attain fearlessness and maximum happiness. These are two things that we aspire to attain. Let me repeat it. We aspire to attain fearlessness, no miseries, no fears, and maximum happiness or infinite happiness. This is what we are all seeking, whether you are believer, non-believer, male, female, it doesn't matter. Eastern or Western or rich, poor, educated, uneducated, we all seek that. And there are some of the beings who already reached that level. These are known as the enlightened beings, and we're going to learn more of these later on. So these are enlightened beings we should respect. We should respect in the form of prostrations, physical, verbal, and mental. And then again you may wonder, why should we respect them? Again, this next question, why should we respect them? Respect is the door for you to learn, to open the door to learn from these enlightened beings. This is respect. For example, let's say that the young girls or young boys who are infatuated with music. You might have, what is her name? Taylor? Swift Taylor. Taylor Swift. So some of the boys and girls, you must have her big photograph poster in your house, I'm sure. Because you see her as a role model for those boys who are infatuated with footballs. I'm sure that you have Ronaldo and Messi in your house. Gabor, you don't have. Thank you. So what I'm saying is that when I was a little boy, perhaps age 16, 17, I was not into Messi, Ronaldo. I was more into Albert Einstein. I was age 16. My friend left for America, and he sent me a letter asking, Dorji, what do you want from America? I said, a big poster of Albert Einstein. And it never came. It's already 35 years gone. Still it never came. You're getting it? So what I'm saying is that these are the inspirations. We see them as inspirations. So Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, we see them as inspirations for us. Respect meaning that, wow, I really learn. I want to learn from you. I want to learn from you. So I have such affinity. I will do everything that will allow me to learn from you. This is the expression of respect. I respect your knowledge. I respect your qualities. So that expression is known as prostrations. So in order to open the gate of learning, to learn from them, so this respect. And how you show this respect in the form of prostrations, there are so many ways. How the Muslims do, how the Hindus do, how the Christians do, how the Jews do, how the Buddhists do, Jain, Sikhs. People have different traditions. And even the indigenous, the religious people, how they do. They have different ways of doing it. It's not that one is correct and other is wrong. All gestures are correct. as long as a deep sense of respect is coming from within. That is universal. Expression of that may not be universal. Some may say put on the head to express respect. For example, you go to the Jewish synagogue or Islamic place or even some Christian places. If you don't cover your head, this is non-respectful, disrespectful. Whereas according to some traditions, if you cover your head, it's disrespectful. This is just your ego. So these are all expressions. Expressions can differ, but what underscores these expressions is the inner respect. That is universal. I want to learn from you. This is universal. So as long as this inner quality, wanting to learn, opening the entry, opening the gate to learn from the enlightened masters, that is common, universal, and as long as it is there, in whatever way you express it, physically, verbally, mentally, that's correct. And then and so therefore, always any different forms of expression of respect, these are all acceptable and is all to be respected. Now, according to Tibetan tradition, which originally came from India, India is an amazing country. Believe it or not, India is an amazing country. It gave birth to all the sophisticated philosophical thoughts. Amazing. Jainism, Samkhya, Vedanta, Mimamsaka, Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Buddhism, Sikhism. If you look at these, each of these disciplines, they're very sophisticated philosophically. So it's amazing the land which produced all these brilliant thoughts. So this prostration that Tibetans do now, it actually originated, it came from India. So how that is done, I'm going to explain very quickly. And it's not that you have to do it Tibetan way. Whichever way you like to do it, finally our job is to express our, say, the receptivity of our mind to learn from the Buddha's Bodhisattvas of compassion and the wisdom. These are the two things that we're going to learn. And to learn from somebody, we always prefer somebody to have really experienced these two. And we see the enlightened beings, they are the ones who experience these. So this is what we're going to learn. So with this in mind, what we do is that, say, the Tibetan tradition is that we just fold our hands like this, put the thumbs inside. Particularly those who do not know how to do that. Thumbs inside, folded. So this is generally this is the gesture that you see very common in India. So always when you meet somebody just like this is gesture of humility. It's amazing, beautiful gesture. So with this, what you do is that first we touch it to 3 spots or 4 spots. Say if it is 4 spots, then first the crown, then forehead, throat, and heart. 4. And why these 4 spots again? Why these 4 spots? They are very important. Why? Very important. No, it will not work like this. You have to explain. So, but don't expect that somebody does it and that person knows all the significance. Don't expect that. You getting it? Okay. So if somebody doesn't know how to explain this, it doesn't matter. Don't disturb him. Don't disturb her. Let them do what they like to do. And then meanwhile, there are people who know the significance behind all these things. For example, the crown. Why we touch this is symbolic. It's symbolic to activate your crown, to activate your forehead, to activate your throat, and to activate the heart. And why these 4 spots is that when you become enlightened, in other words, okay, very quick, like a synopsis or like a movie trailer. I'm going to say something, make some statements, quick statements, and you may not understand anything. Particularly those of us who are new to this, you may not understand anything. Don't worry. Over the next, all these 10 years will be dedicated to learn these things, which I'm going to make I present you as in the form of statements. The first statement is that when you become a Buddha, it doesn't mean that, oh, I should become a Buddhist. No, Buddha has nothing to do with Buddhism. Buddha himself is not a Buddhist. Buddha himself is not a Buddhist. Buddhist means somebody who follows Buddha. Buddha doesn't follow Buddha. Right? He's the ultimate. He doesn't follow anybody. So, Buddha, meaning that Buddha is a Sanskrit word. Now that we are here for 10 days together doing intense course, try to learn things more systematically. Try to learn things technically. Buddha is a Sanskrit word. It means awakening. It means awakening. Awakening, anybody can be awakened. Not only that only if you're Buddhist you will be awakened. No, anybody can be awakened. Anybody can be awakened. So, let's say the awakened, and each one of us, we have the potential for full awakening. Each one of us. And your potential and the potential Buddha, the potential that the enlightened masters like Arjuna, whose name will very frequently they will hear his name, Arjuna, Acharya Chandrakirti, Acharya Dharmakirti, all the great masters' names will come so frequently. And here we have Lama Tsongkhapa, and then all these great masters, Sakya masters, Nyingma masters, Kagyu masters, all these masters who you're going to hear soon. See, the potential that they have and potential that you have, potential Lord Jesus Christ has, a potential Ram has, Prophet Muhammad, Guru Nanak, Lord Mahavir, Buddha, all these great enlightened masters have, and the potential that you have, these are all the same, identical, the same. And how come that they're great masters and I'm an ordinary person? Because that the treasure that we have is yet to be retrieved. It is deep underneath the ground. It is not yet retrieved. Whereas their treasure is already retrieved. They're all glowing. So our treasure is not glowing. And how? How do you know that? So this is what we're going to study the next 10 days. You're getting it? So we all have the capacity to be awakened. Awakened meaning the state where you will be freed from all forms of miseries and you will have the maximum happiness, where you are able to do the best thing for yourself and to be of greatest service to all the sentient beings. So this is the meaning of full awakening. So the point is that when you become awakened, your crown plays a very important role. Your forehead plays a very important role. Your throat and the heart. Your crown. So this is a spot when you become enlightened. This is a spot from where you perform innumerable deeds, beneficial deeds, infinite beneficial deeds to the Buddhism, to the sentient beings. The crown. This plays an extremely important role. And forehead, this is again extremely important point when you become enlightened. This forehead is the spot from where you are going to empower. You're going to empower the bodhisattvas on the 10th level. 10th level meaning bodhisattvas, last stage bodhisattvas to become Buddha. For example, say those who are on the verge to complete a PhD. So you certify them. You certify them, you give the final degree to say that you are PhD. Likewise, these enlightened, these bodhisattvas, when they, on the last stage, when they have to become the Buddha, they need to be empowered. They need to be blessed and empowered by the Buddhas. So particularly your forehead, this is the spot from where you empower the 10 Bhumi Bodhisattvas to become Buddhas. This is very important. Then the next is throat. Throat is very important for the reason that, say for example, today, let's say, okay, Gabor, where's Gabor? Raise hand. Gabor. Okay, Gabor is there, right? Gabor is here, right in front. Gabor. If Gabor today levitates 2 feet high in the air, 2 feet high in the air, he levitates. He sits there like this, right? there's going to be a whole traffic jam in Bihar. All BBC, what is that, CNN, and what, Aaj and NDTV, all the TV stations, they will flock in, whole Bihar will be traffic jam. You're getting it? Why? To come to see this great enlightened master levitating in the air. And at the end of the day, you feel hungry and people will have to leave. When they leave, what will they carry with them? What is taken with them? Wow. And then nothing, this wow will not help you. You're getting it? But what will help you? Change your cognitive thinking. If somebody changes the cognitive thinking, this is what will take away and this will benefit you. Even if somebody flying in the air, it will not benefit you. You just lost an amazing wow. Finish. This wow will not fill your stomach. This wow will not change your cognitive thought process. But what will really help to change your cognitive thought process is by somebody sharing the wisdom. That wisdom has to be shared through your voice, the throat. Throat plays a very important role. In other words, of all the deeds of the Buddhas, the most supreme of all is the deed of the speech, Buddha's speech. So therefore the speech becomes very important. It's for this reason that you touch the throat, as a gesture to activate this power of your speech. Then finally what? Finally, your heart. Why this heart is very important? So, finally when we say you become awakened, you become Buddha, your body will not become Buddha. From the highest, the Buddhist interpretation point of view, even your body becomes Buddha. But from the symbol point of view, your body is the symbol. But your mind is the one which will become Buddha, which will become awakened. This mind. And where is this mind? And your mind, when you say it becomes Buddha, it is not like saying, okay, like a flower, the flowers become old, remove this and bring a new flower. No, it's not like this. Okay, although we're going to study this more detail later, I say you squeeze a handful of sand, no oil comes out. You squeeze a handful of sunflower seeds, oil does come out. What's the difference? Anyone? Squeezing a handful of sand, no oil comes out. Squeezing a handful of sunflower seeds, oil does come out. What's the difference? Hey. Different nature. With the seed, there's natural oil. Likewise, for us to become awakened, we should have the potential for the awakening. Where lies this potential? This potential is with your mind. And where is this mind, this potential within the mind? Where is its resting place? Which is its ultimate destination, or the resting place is at the heart. Is at the heart. Is the heart. So when you touch this, it is symbolic of you touching. You're touching or activating the place where the awakening will happen within your mind. So this is very important, these four spots. So the reason why we touch these four spots, one, crown, forehead, throat, heart, is for these reasons, that I'm awakening the four very important vital points through which I perform the magnificent deeds for sentient beings, to awaken, to empower the bodhisattvas, and to give the teachings, and to awaken myself. So this is the reason. And then they say, you may wonder, say, why this gesture? Why this gesture? Say the hand hollow inside, and then this outside like a gem. This external figure is symbolic of the gem, jewel, gem. And why this gem? We depend on the material benefits, material things, and we depend on the benefits. And the greatest of the thing that can give you the maximum benefit is your compassion. So this gem, just as gem does to benefit the beings, compassion does the most amazing work of benefiting beings. This is and the compassion, the highest form of compassion is bodhicitta, which we're going to learn, bodhicitta retreat. So bodhicitta, this is next. Then inside is hollow. That hollow is symbol of the wisdom of emptiness. Wisdom of emptiness. Inside the whole emptiness, empty, hollow. So these two things, outside the gem, symbol of bodhicitta, inside hollow, symbol of wisdom of emptiness. Wisdom of emptiness and bodhicitta, these two must be practiced as the two wings of the bird. Two wings of the bird to fly to fly across ocean of samsara. So compassion, the ultimate compassion, which is bodhicitta, symbolized by the gem, external figure, and what's inside, the wisdom of emptiness as two wings, will help you to cross the ocean of samsara for yourself and for all the other beings. And we see that. So it's not that there are two things, hollow inside, take it out, and the outside gem, take it out. No, these two are the same object, creates these two things, manifested in two forms. One is empty form inside and physical form outside. These two things must be practiced in unison, not in isolation. This is meaning. Okay. So then when we prostrate, what we do is that we touch the 5 spots on the ground: forehead, the 2 palms, and the 2 knees. And you can do it half length prostration or full length prostration. That's up to the individual. And the seniors or those who are into Dharma for long, they will help to demonstrate as to how to do that. And they say when you do the prostration, for example, if you go to the main temple, Mahabodhi temple here, you see many monks and nuns, lay devotees, they are making prostration, full length prostrations. So if you are later, if you think of doing like this in the future, then what I would suggest is that make sure that you protect your knees. You protect your knees. Some people say that, oh no, don't put the mattress on your knees. Without this is a greater purification. No, this is extremely nonsensible. So they say protect your knees to make sure that you can do prostrations for longer number of years. Otherwise, few years do you do and then stop, your knees pain, your knees damaged, you cannot do prostration at all. So therefore, be wise. Don't listen to anybody very easily. Some people overly excited would say that, oh, don't use these things. It is greater purification. It's not greater purification. It will purify your knees. You're getting it? Your knee will be removed. Right? It will purify your knees. So don't do that. This is totally unwise. Protect your knees. And then if you want to do this prostration for long terms, for example, like 1,000 a day and so forth, make sure that even your chest part and the abdomen, they are protected. If you look at the ones who make the prostrations there, you see that they use a long cushion which covers from your throat to your feet to protect knees, most importantly knees and your abdomen. That's very important. Okay. This prostration, and then when we make prostrations, so you tell me. So we're doing that for a purpose, for benefit. And the benefit, you want the X amount of benefit or X multiplied by millions. Which benefit do you want? X amount or X multiplied by millions? X multiplied by millions. If you want to do that, there's one secret. The secret is that depending on how you visualize, how you do the visualization. If you think of yourself making prostration, just one person prostration, then it's just X. If you imagine all sentient beings making prostrations with you, infinite sentient beings, then your prostration multiplies, infinity. You getting it? And if you imagine only Buddha Shakyamuni, 1. If all the bodhisattvas again multiply infinity. So these are the tricks, so that you can have the maximum benefit. So some people, they work so hard for whole one day, labor work. Some people, they sit in the aircon office, and they sign up, they put the signature on the documents, and then there's a turnover of millions of dollars. Whereas some people, they work so hard manually, and one day you get only about $200. For some people, just sit in the aircon, people serve you tea, coffee, cold coffee and so forth, and then you just put a signature and there's a turnover of millions of dollars. Which you want to do? Pamela, listen, live there. Oh, okay, it's very auspicious. Day 1 and the book just arrived. Okay, raise hands, those who do not have the book. Raise hands, okay. Okay, raise hands, those who do not have the book. Or say, you may have your book, but you left it in your home. You may have your book, but you left it in your home. Please take it. Please keep a copy. Okay. Raviana, there. Okay, raise hands, so those who do not have the book. Raise hands, those who do not have the book. Shall I tell you one thing? Okay, all of you listen. Shall I tell you one thing? I can say for sure that some of them have 10 copies. Which they attended retreat 10 times. They left the book there. You're going to get, oh, it doesn't matter. Take your copy. Okay, one thing that I will say is that those who have the older version, what I will suggest is that either you make a printout of page 50, print out of page 50 once more, because we have added 2 more verses to this. If you have the older version, the rest are much more the same. If you have the older version, print out the page 50 of the latest version, and the rest are the same. I know that many of you have made copies, made notes on your copies. Okay, so this is about a prostration. The next, after prostrations, then we offer lights. Okay, this is the, okay, we offer lights, and if possible, somebody, is there anyone who likes to volunteer to set up these things, because that all the staff here, they are much more new. Those who were involved in making this, okay, Svetlana and the girl over there, okay, Svetlana, okay, there are some of them volunteers there. I would suggest you to organize the lamb offerings. You remember in the early retreats we offer the lambs. We can request the new director here as well as the other staff and for the lamps, tea light candles, and then we can offer these on 2 sides to make things quicker. Okay, so today, okay, these are things so I would suggest that 2 of them are there. Please make sure that the volunteers, please help to make sure that these things happen. Good. Light offering. Again, why light offering? Again, this can be a question. I'm going to explain this here. Okay, it is the flowers here. If people are not smiling or laughing, they don't know why I'm saying this. Because whenever I give teachings, there should be flowers there. To give examples. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so perhaps the lights, Svetlana and the other lady, 2 of you will organize. And then Hamole, if you can help with the other things like the flowers and so forth. You know the retreat so well. So you and the lotus leaf, two of you, if you can, and the girl there, your name, Hamule, just learn from Hamule, and the girl over there. Girl over there, what's your name? Okay, two Hamules. Okay, and then Jigmela is there. So I would say Hamule, you take the lead, and literally and Hamule, and the others will help you to make things happen. Give instruction to them as to what are required. Okay, so light offerings. Why the light offerings? Okay, light offerings. Number one, why should we offer lights? Why? And how to offer lights? Okay, is there any echo? No echo? There's echo. Echo this to see the okay. So the lights. How many of you are from Scandinavian countries? Scandinavian countries and even Russia. Russia, right? Scandinavian countries and Russia. Okay. So in the month of winters, your mind goes down. Thomas, no. Thomas, very different. Wonderful. Okay. Others. Okay. Thomas, exception. Others, your mind goes down. Yes. Winter goes down a little bit. Okay. Why? Light is short and the night is long. Right? Okay. So when you offer the light, your mind expands. Your mind feels a lightness. So generally speaking, the human psyche is designed in such a way that just as the darkness eradicates the light, eradicates the darkness. The light of the wisdom eliminates the darkness of ignorance. And all our problems are because of ignorance. And we're going to learn this. The Buddha taught that all our problems are because of ignorance. And ignorance is symbolized by darkness. And to remove the darkness, it is only by igniting the light of the wisdom. Okay, so, and the offering light is symbolic that I'm offering the light of the wisdom to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, that I receive the blessings of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas in the form of the expansive infinite light to dispel the all forms of darkness within myself and within all the beings. And when you do that, again, don't just think of offering one light. Although you offer one light, mentally imagine you're offering the infinite lights, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and then you receive them in the form of blessings for yourself and for all the sentient beings. This is light offering. With light offering, we say a verse from this, page 8, I think. Yes, it's on page 8. Page 8, it reads, with folded hands I beseech. Okay, do you all see this? Page 8, where it reads, with folded hands I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. Okay, so this is what we're going to recite as everybody offers the lights to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. This is one thing. Then the next point is group discussions. Group discussions are extremely important. And for this group, what we have is that we have the, say, English listening people and the Russian speaking people. There are two. English speaking people, we split them into 5 groups. And the Russian speaking, I got a list of only 30 people, little over 30 people, and I requested 30. So I requested Tinsrumla to split this Russian group into 3, and for the English, ideally speaking, for the English, how we do is that we identify a group leader. There are 5 groups for the English speaking people. We have identified 5 group leaders. and the okay, Ravela, the Jugandar list here. Okay. So I prepared this list with 5 groups for the English-speaking people, and the Russian Tejumla handles, and the group leaders. They are primarily from the ones who attended earlier many retreats, so they know the procedure so well, so that the group discussion will not become meaningless. It will become useful, because sometimes some individuals can take over the whole discussion with only 1 hour, and one person takes like 15 minutes. The others don't get a chance to speak. So to make sure that as many people get the chance, we identified the group leaders, and by the day 3, then the group leaders you can do by rotation. Initially we have identified some of them, so that is just for others to learn how to manage the group discussions. Okay, so the English-speaking people, I'm going to quickly read this and identify your leader, and later the group leaders you check with, I think, the Kabirji, the one who gave you the orientation course yesterday, Mr. Kabirji, or somebody from they will help you identify the locations. First is we have the Sawanhamala. Raise hand. Sawanhamala, if possible, stand up so that people can see you. Your group can see you. And with Sawanhamala we have Mr. Roger, Professor Roger. Okay, yes. And then alongside we have Venerable Tuten Dechenla. So you identify Alhamdulillah. So that's very important. This group you should identify Alhamdulillah, and then when Alhamdulillah so you go to her and she will identify the place where you're going to have the group discussion. Then those of you, if there's anyone whose name is not here, don't worry, just give me the names and I'll put you in one of the groups. So we may have missed some names. Joshua Hamilton, yes, here. Natalie Long, yes, over there. Kavita Rao, okay, don't just raise a hand, you have to identify your group leader. Okay, Kavita Long, no, Kavita Rao, yes. Kavita Rao son, okay, yes, good. And Sima Rao, okay. Malika Jerar, okay, wait, so Hamala is your group? Group 1, this is group 1. And then we have Punarji Gayat, okay, over there. So so this is one group, group A. Now group B. Oh, group B, the Yangzes she's not there. Kunjo Yangzes, she's not there. Okay, so then in which case I would say that the okay. Then we can do one thing, because at the where's Gabor? Okay, Gabor, you go to group 2. Stand up. So Gabor, and in 2 days' time, there's one girl, Kunjok. He'll join you. So Gabor is going to be group leader, and group B, let's say, Pamela is there, very, very learned. Pamela, yes. So the Pamela will help. And then Chelsea, Igor's not here. Okay, Dorji Lende is not here. Okay, Christopher Nolan, yes, of Christopher, identify your leader. Karen Talaman, okay, over Karen, Tenzin the Paldenla. Joshua Colombo. Not here? Okay. Shahin. Okay, Shahin, your group here. Marian Boot. Yes. And then Leon Barsegian. Yes. Leon. Okay. Thank you. Next, Mr. Carl. Tinsharullah. Suzanne Solomon. Suzanne, yes. And David Monroe. David, good. You identify your leader. Peter C. Clay. Yes. How do you pronounce it? Surname? C. Clay. And Tara Tiri. Yes. And Joshua Hamilton. Okay. Okay, Joshua, you cannot go in two places. Okay, the first one. Next, Kartikeya. Okay. Next, Vicky Safari. Okay. Ashu Sethi. Okay. Ratnakar Gokhale. Okay. Amandar. Okay, here. Amandar. Oh, thank you. Group 4. Professor Tinsu Besala is the group leader. Then Sonam Drukba. Okay. And the Armandar. So there's twice. So I thought that it's this one from Nalanda with the same name, Amandar, Nalanda University. Okay, it doesn't matter. Next, Manju Matar. Yes, over there. And then the Thomas. Yeah. And Constantins. Yes. Ankud Ramona. Okay. Jewu. Yes. Okay. Mamoka Ujaiha. Okay. Your leader. Jayachandra Reddy. Yes. Okay. From Chogorsmling. When did you come? Okay. How are you doing? Thank you. Okay. Ishiangmo. Good. Here. Thong Chuston. Yes. Here. And okay. Venerable Thong Chustons. Okay. Thank you. Next. Devika Mahadevan. The group leader. Hey, don't just raise hand. You're the group leader from Goa, right? Okay. Gabor, not done. Gabor is the group leader in the other group. Okay. Geshe Samdula is not here. Otherwise, Geshe Samdula would be very, very helpful. He is a Geshe and he is very learned and very dynamic. He may come very soon. Jessica Mahadevan. Okay, your mom. Jigme Urgen. Yeah, okay, Jigmele. Deepak Segal. Yes, Deepak ji. Okay. Tvesha Kanijo. Okay, no. Okay, Daniel Roberts. No. The Stanzon Lotus. Okay, now. Yeah, Stanzon Lotus will be there. The Sonia Sharma. Yes. Kartikeya Veshpal. Okay, anyone whose name. Okay, Ilengo. Oh, Ilengo must go with Ilengo better. Ilengo. So as I said earlier, there are lapses here because all the staff, they are new. You won't believe. Okay. And I'm doing this not because I'm the staff here. I just arrived yesterday. No, day before. Yeah. Your name is down there. Your name? Sonomo. Sonom. Okay. Group 1, Savanamo residents. Okay, how many of them are with Savanamo residents? So you stand. Raise hands. Those who are from group 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's good. Okay, group B. Group B, 1, 2, 3, group B meaning group 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's okay. Group 3, Carl group. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the girl over there, Sona Omo will be in Carl's group. Anyone else? Anyone whose name is not okay? Sonam, your name? Bindu. Okay. Bindu can also be in Carl's group. Carl here. Group 3. Bindu, you are in group 3. Okay, anyone else? Yes, your name? Joshua, okay. Okay, some different. Okay, yes, there was another Joshua. So now, Joshua, you can do one thing. You can be group 3. Carl's group, Joshua. What's your surname? Schreiber. Schreiber. Thank you. Joshua Schreiber. Okay, now Carl's group presents. Carl's group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good. Okay, now in the group 4, Professor Tizubasala's group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8. Good. And then the Devika Mahadevan's group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good. If the group is too small, it's a problem. It's too big, also a problem. So 6 to 10 is good enough. Okay, good. So we have this, and in case if you get a little lost, confused, the list is here, and I will give it to I think Chudala, you will take charge. See if anybody comes, where am I? Then you show them. Okay, so that is the, and the group discussion is extremely important. Okay, this is very important, group discussions. And the group discussion, what I would suggest is that the group leaders, when I identify the group leaders, I identified in such a way that these are the people who are familiar with the retreats, on the many times. And some of you who are already very senior meaning attended many retreats, but your name may not be there. Don't worry. The thing is that I prefer everybody to take the group leadership by rotation. But for the first 3 days, group leaders who I appointed, you take the charge, and then you say let others also take charge of that, so they'll learn how to manage the group discussions. The next point, group discussions, particularly those who are already into Dharma for long, please, the first 4 days, don't just vomit whatever you know. Right? Oh, they are very complicated questions. Then the newcomers, they're lost. You are not being of service to the Buddha Dharma. You are not being service to sentient beings. You are harming the sentient beings. These newcomers will feel lost, and they may not ever be interested to join the retreats anymore in the future. So, let us be kind. Say, those who are senior, just take the back seat the first 4 days. Take the back seats, and then you identify who are newcomers, and from newcomers you encourage them to speak. Any question, encourage them to speak. Then by day 4, day 5, Then if you have some complicated questions, you can bring them up. And what we suggest is first, before you plunge into complicated questions, what we suggest is try to go for a synopsis, try to go for the summary of what is being taught in the class. Go for the summary, see that everybody has the gist of what is covered in the class. Then once that is done, and particularly those who are new, let them say something. If they are able to reproduce what is being said in the classroom pretty well, then you can go into the questions or discussion. Even the question and answers, it's not necessary that one question should be resolved in that very session. You throw the question, and if somebody has good answers, again you can come up with a follow-up question, and the answer is not satisfactory, you can come with a follow-up question, not satisfactory, full stop. Don't keep pushing it. You getting it? Let other questions come up. When the questions stop, there's no question anymore, then you can come with your old question. Okay, these are things that I would suggest. And the evening group discussion, the last group discussion 3, which will happen after dinner, maybe like with a gap of half an hour after dinner, you can have this is optional discussion. So there, anybody can be the group leader. It means the moderator, and then anybody can join. This is one thing. Next, silence. Many people, they ask if say this retreat should be the silence meditation, the silent retreat, or people can talk. So they say retreats are two kinds, and the one retreat is where you learn how to maintain silence. The retreat that we're doing here is a mixture of the two, primarily to activate your cognitive thinking, intelligence. There's great opportunity for us to activate the intelligence. Normally, believe it or not, the 10 days some of you may feel that is heavily loaded. Not only heavily loaded, not a lot of information, but very profound, they're very sophisticated. Your brain hangs. When the brain hangs, is the indication that your brain could not process information, because the information is so subtle that your brain is not trained. And now with this 10-day training, you are learning how to operate when the information is very subtle, how the mind can operate and process information even while the information is very subtle. This is something, in a way, for most of us, there's a great opportunity for us to take advantage of, to learn. And we all have the capacity to see the most nuanced reality. But if you think, oh no, my IQ level is so low, if this is your attitude, you are being of the greatest disservice to yourself. You underestimate your potential, and this is also known as the laziness of the underestimating your potential. It's a form of laziness. I don't want to do because I don't have the capacity to understand this. No, you have the capacity. Each one of us have the capacity. We have that capacity. You're getting it? With capacity. Only thing is that learn how to activate this, the faculty of the intelligence, to learn this process. Okay. So let us be kind. In other words, let us be kind, particularly those who are from the retreats. Many times you know the information a lot. I would highly suggest you to be very kind and encourage others to speak. This is very important. Okay. Then next is this book, which is distributed today. That is your copy. You don't return it. And particularly, I would suggest you to take the new copy, fresh copy, rather than the old ones. This is the old one. They take a fresh copy because that earlier, and the old ones are also distributed. So you can check the dates. The days old one, you can return it and take the fresh copy. That is your copy. That is from Tibet House. And so you can pray that by the offering of this book from Tibet House, pray for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and then all the people who are associated with Tibet House, they get the maximum benefit from His Holiness's vision of the universal ethics, sea learning, and so forth, and that more than 1 billion Indians, the Indian government, and then the Indian people, that they really accumulate merit to be connected with the teachings of Buddha. So let's pray for that you are getting this book for free. And this book, don't think that okay, we got it free. Usually free books, they don't have values. You're getting it? But this book, believe it or not, you will not get it anywhere else. You will not get it even in Amazon. You're getting it? And surprisingly, Tenzrumala found this in a shop in Nepal. I was so shocked. How come this book came in a bookshop in Nepal? You're getting it? Okay, so what I'm saying is that you will not get this book. Your copy is very precious, and particularly if you don't know what's the value of this book, check with those people like Professor Roger Jackson and the Pamela. Check with them, then they will tell you. They've been able to do Dharma for all these many years, and these people, they are craving for a book like this with the contents, not the cover, not the cover, but the contents. They are craving to have such a books. You are getting it. They've been into Dharma for like minimum 30, 40, 50 years, and they do not just Dharma, really study, reflect, and meditate. This is what they've been doing. So you ask them, then you will see, you will feel the value, and this is your copy. You can, where teachings happen, or where I use some of these references, the books, the notes, make sure that you make your own the notes, clean notes, that this book will be forever with you. Number one, in memory of this retreat, beautiful retreat in the land of the Buddha's enlightenment, and as a present from Tibet House. Okay. Then last point that I'd like to discuss with you is that, okay, yes, this book will be with you, what I've been very ambitious all these many years when conducting this retreat, in ways that the attendants, the participants, will get the maximum benefit out of this retreat. In other words, as though like 2 retreats are happening simultaneously. One is the teaching happening. Number 2 is making use of this book parallel. For example, like before we go for the breakfast, before we go for lunch and dinner, these 3 times. Before we do that, we make the food offering verse, which including this, plus we read about like 20 verses from the page 60 something, page 59. From page 59 we keep reading like 20 verses before the 3 meals. When you read this, you will be fascinated. Why? Because we are doing the teachings, and then when you read these texts, you will see that you are getting like 2 teachings simultaneously. Reading the text is a very standard text, sutras and the sources from great masters. So you will have double benefits, 2 benefits happening at the same time, and you will be fascinated that you are understanding this without being taught. So this is something that we're going to do. The last point I'd like to share with you is that actually this is not what I should be doing, because today everything has changed. So therefore I have to explain this here. Otherwise it will take a long time. Miscommunication can happen. And I'm glad that the new director is here, and our Mr. Kabirji is there, and the volunteer Jugandhar is there. So the plan is tomorrow morning. Is there anybody from the earlier route, the retreats from conducting route? Raise hands. Anybody from routes? Okay, only Carl. Okay, Gabor, he and root. Okay, so and Jigmela also root Institute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, two of them are there. So and okay, Alex is there. So Alex maybe many years ago. Many years ago. So like 10 years ago. Yes. Last year. Okay, then that's good. Then we have 4 of them here, and the 4 of you can help the Root Institute for, let's say, tomorrow, organizing tomorrow's the morning. We visit the Bodh Gaya, the main temple, Mahabodhi temple. We go there, and we take the first. We'll go into. Okay, somebody has to take the lead to make sure that you occupy space there for all of us, a bigger space somewhere to the east, west, north, wherever of the Mahabodhi temple, not just around the Buddha's throne, not around the Bodhi tree, but little away, bigger space platform where we can sit and do our morning practice with the Bodhi. They take the aspiration Bodhisattva vow tomorrow. So that is for tomorrow. And breakfast, I'm not too sure. The Mr. Kabirji, I'm not sure whether it happens after the session or after the morning session or before. I'm not too sure. You remember? Okay, so first we go there, then we do the prayers and the taking aspiration Bodhisattva. Coming back, then we have the breakfast here. Don't say sometimes, because you were here only once. Okay, so there we have tea. So that again, if Carl, if you can take the lead to Carl, and Jimela, and here Gabor, Chelsea, you are here? Yes, Chelsea, and then Alexei there, and also Jugand, you were here last year. Then that's even better. Or you were volunteer. So the thing is that, and so whatever to be done, even I have no clue. So you just come together and discuss, and we need a little bit of sock offering also, offering some edibles, where the Buddha, His Holiness frames, and so forth. You were here last year. Okay, then the Chunzomla can also help. Okay, good. So this is planned for tomorrow. Then in which case I don't know whether you can bring your own cushion, because there's no cushion. You bring your own cushion. Bring your own cushion to sit, and then closer towards the end of the retreat. Closer to the end of the retreat, we'll go for pilgrimage to Vulture's Peak, and then to Nalanda. One day, full day occupied. So there also same thing. There also the Jugandhar, in fact the Kabirji. Please give good instruction to the volunteer staff like Jugandhar, that the Buddha image, Buddha frame, Buddha His Holiness frame, and the offerings to be carried to the Vulture's Peak, and the breakfast I think where on the way breakfast we take something from here. You remember, we take something from here, and then we order some tea there, breakfast, and lunch served next to the Nalanda. Nalanda, there's a restaurant. Okay, so it seems like all of new, right? Okay, so the Carl, Gabor, Chelsea, if you could remember that. Yes. There's a Thai place there. Yes, we did the breakfast there. Yes, that's true. Yes. Okay, Shunzo remembers. So this, the Shunzo, you can coordinate with Kabirji so that things will happen. Otherwise, it can become a little chaotic. Okay, and then say the bus, all these things will be organized from Road Institute. And then what we do is that in Rajgir, because the number is quite big, we don't know whether we can accommodate fully there. Even if we are able to accommodate there in that space, while just speak, the question is that if there are other visitors coming, then we are blocking their way. So we recite Heart Sutra there, and quick Bodhisattva vow, very quick, make it very short, so that others also get a chance to come and do the practice. They don't have to wait. And then from there we go to Nalanda. So Nalanda, we can do it more relaxed, take an auspicious Bodhisattva vow there, and then we also do a teaching on the chapter 24 of the entry, the fundamental wisdom of the middle way, from this book. Chapter 24, as a symbolic gesture of informing Arya-Nagarjuna that we are, although the Buddha Dharma, Nalanda tradition in India disappeared, unfortunately, because of lack of karma, but it has not disappeared completely. We are the heirs of you and all the masters. We came here to make a promise, fresh promise to you, that we will continue the torch of your legacies of the wisdom for the world, not only for India, but for the world. So this says what we have came here to tell you, to inform you that we are your legacy holders. We're the heirs of you, and we will take the responsibility in this life, future lives, till Buddhahood, to make sure that the light of your wisdom continues to spread everywhere in the universe. So for that, just to tell them that this is what we're doing, we'll do a short teaching on chapter 24 of Mul Madhyamaka Karika. Okay, this is about what we're going to do for the next 10 days. And then on the last, okay, yes, tomorrow when you go to Mahabodhi temple, just for information, those who are new, is that if you look at the Tibetans and the people who know about what you do when you come to this for example Mahabodhi, this place, then what often you see people doing is that they offer the alms ball, their empty alms ball in the main temple, and then the people bring their offerings in their hands, and we will collectively we will make offerings tomorrow collectively. Then on the last day also we will do a collective soul offering here, and what we offer, one is a set of full robes on behalf of all the participants, one, and then we offer the candles, lights. We offer not light burning it, but symbolic of the lights, candle lights. We offer incense. Then we offer fruits, fresh fruits. We offer the uncooked rice, packet, not make it loose. You can make it loose, is fine. And anything what you like to offer, we collectively. And for this matter, so yesterday I already left my offering. I already left my offering to the IT staff, telling this my part of the offering, and anybody who likes to contribute to this is a collective offering. It's coming from all of us. And then individually we cannot do, but 2 or 3 people will make the offering, and then say whatever amount you like to offer, you offer. On that basis, we'll do the shopping to buy these items and offer to the Buddha to accumulate merit. And you will ask me, what is merit? Again, it's going to be already 10:45. So if you do have questions, what is merit? How it helps? All these are very important questions. I'll be happy to deal with these the later in the later days. Okay, so the anybody who likes to make offering of this, I would say okay. Tenzin Ravyanla, you're going to take the charge. Tenzin Ravyanla, raise hand. Okay, anybody who likes to make offering for that purpose, tomorrow's purpose, make offering. You can offer like 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, whatever. The no compulsion, no compulsion. Even if you cannot offer, is fine. Some say even on the road, on the way, there are people selling flowers. You can, but you are there as a part of this offering. You are part of it. You don't force yourself to make the donations. So even a small thing, if you find your heart, compassion, wanting to invoke your wisdom, that is a real offering. External offering is just symbolic. You're getting it. But if you want to make offering, that's also welcome. So you can, offer your share of the offerings, monetary offerings to Tenzin Ravyanla, and then the staff from Root Institute will do the offering, the shopping today, so that tomorrow we can go very quickly, and the time will be informed. Ravyanla, tomorrow what time you're going to leave? That also we have to check with Chonzumla, Carl, and so forth. We have to check what time we leave in the morning from here. Okay, so this is the introductory from my side, and then the class will happen at 11:30. Yes, 11:30. Yes. Okay. So as an auspicious gesture, we will we'll open this book and turn to page 3. And just invoke the Buddha Shakyamuni, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and all the Buddhas Bodhisattvas in a space in front of us. And also visualize your two parents and all of family members, including children, and all other dear mother sentient beings with you. And mentally make a commitment. May I be awakened, just as Prince Siddhartha is awakened to bed for all the beings. And imagine that you are leading this practice and everyone is joining you. Page 3. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Okay, let us turn to the next page, Ye Dharma Mantra. And I will sing this, and those of us who know how to sing this will join me, and those who do not know how to sing this, listen to us and join us. Listen to us and join us. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Dathagato Hyagatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vate Mahashamanaye Swaha. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam hetum tesham tathagato hyavat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashamanaya swaha om yedarama hetu prabhavam hetum tesham tathagato hyavat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashamanaya swaha. Meaning of the mantra: all phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, so now before we wind this up, it would be good if the Kabirji can kindly tell us, identify the 8 spots where people can meet now. First, the Russian groups, Russian groups 1, 2, 3. What do you call it? 1, 2, 3 ABC. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Kabirji. So, Kabirji, please, would you mind coming here?
Okay.
Kabirji.
Yeah, Geshe,
Okay,
thank
3
you.
spots for the Russians.
Yes.
Where?
So perhaps the Russian groups, there are 3 of them. You would like to sit together in different parts of the Gompa. The Gompa is quite big now, right? So some could be in that corner, someone here, one here, and then we have room for at least 2 more groups.
Okay, first, let's say a Russian group 1, 2, and 3.
Or even in the middle, Geshe, there is space.
Let's say, no, 3 is good enough. 2
Yeah.
is not good.
Okay.
Okay, no, English, there are 5 groups.
5.
1 outside.
Well, one can be here, Genla. One can be here.
Let's say outside first.
Outside, okay. So one
Outside
can,
to the left. Group 1. Group 1 to the.
they can be on the roof.
Okay, first let's say outside. Okay, roof first.
Roof of the dining room.
Roof of the dining hall.
The top.
Group 1.
Then
B.
and then the second one can be next to the dining hall. Before you get to the dining hall, from this side, you will see 2 sofas and bench. So 8, 10 people can sit there.
Okay, group 2. Group
yeah.
2. Who's group 2? Gabor, you understand where? Good. Group 3. Who is group 3? Carl. Yes. Where's group 3?
How many are in the third group? Approximately 8?
10.
10. So, okay, I thought there would be more people here. So I think for the time being, they can sit in the dining area itself in one
Okay.
corner. There's plenty of space.
Yes.
And we'll ask, there won't be too much noise from the kitchen.
Outside here? No.
In the dining area, Geshe.
What about the lawn?
On the lawn, I'm thinking, you think it's too hot for people?
Okay. Dining.
I think dining room.
Dining's good. Okay,
Yeah.
Carl. Dining hall. Okay.
And then there's room for one more group also in the dining hall.
In the dining at the Tizu your group.
Yeah.
Okay. Then group 5.
There's one more group left.
Vedika. Yes.
One more group
One more
left.
group.
So for the time being, maybe you can come as a special treat on the first day in the director's office downstairs. Because new director is, I think, is he here actually?
Yes.
So new director not yet fully acclimatized.
Yes.
We're giving him an easy time.
Yes.
Forcing him to work yet.
Yes.
So you can use downstairs, very nice,
Yes.
in the director's office.
Wonderful.
Which is right, this building just behind the statue downstairs. So it's very fortunate group. That
Okay. Is there anybody who could not follow where you belong to? Is there anybody? Anyone? No one. Okay. Now, so we have another the 36 minutes. So you go to take your tea and meet with your group, and then introduce yourself. This for the first group discussion, and then we'll come back at 11:30. 3 prostrations together.